Shalom Israel. Once again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory forever and ever to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000. This is going to be real quick. Fair use is for educational purposes only. The title of this will be All That Is Wrong with the World Will Soon Be Made Right. All right? So I'm going to play this. So that's it. I found that fucking hilarious. I just got finished watching the second season of House of David, and though that show is they butchered the story of the rise and decline, the rise of David's rulership over the nation of Israel, and Saul's decline or fall over the nation of Israel. It's for entertainment. They fabricate a lot of things for entertainment, but nevertheless, I just got finished watching it, and the more I watched it, the more I got pissed off with Saul's wife in the show, and it reminded me of that show reminded me, based upon the role of women, the manipulation of women. It reminded me of shows like The Borgias, Game of Thrones. I think Spartacus was another one. A lot of good shows, and a lot of times in a lot of movies, there's where there's some type of power struggle or kingdom or rulership. Power. That's another one. And it's entertainment. It's entertaining. It's good to have. The reason why it's so entertaining to have manipulative women in the background behind men in power is because in all reality, that's true. That's, women are very manipulative and playing behind the scenes of men that do hold some type of power. And so again, just linking it, after I finished watching that show, I went on Instagram and I saw this, and it was so hilarious. But then, it's like not even funny, because it's this subject is deadly serious, and women are a big portion of what's wrong with the world, the wickedness of women, and so again, like I said, even though in the show, because in the scriptures, Saul's wife isn't mentioned as being as manipulative as she was in the show, but in the show, I was like pissed off. I kept, I found myself kept saying, "Shut the fuck up, bitch," and just like wanting her wanting her, and that happened a lot of times. The woman be so manipulative and wicked in the background, and having this influence on a man in power, man on the throne, whatever, that you just can't wait till her character is um uh deleted, or humbled, put in a place. And that's the truth about uh what's wrong with the world. You can't wait. That's why what makes that Instagram video that I just showed so entertaining and funny. That one day soon these women will be humbled, man. All right. uh all that are proud, all that are exalted will be humbled. This is Matthew 23:12 in the easy English. It says, some people lift themselves up to be important, but Yahweh will bring them down low. Other people are humble. Yahweh will lift up those people to a good place. All right. And so the whole world is upside down, and soon will be made uh upside right. All right, or right side up. All right, the natural order of things will be fixed, and women um women threatening the authority of men will no longer be a thing amongst the nation of Israel, for sure. Women will totally be in subject to their husband, to their fathers. All right, to men altogether. As well as Esau, Edom, the nation of so-called white man, they will be humbled. They will be brought low. All right, they're in a position of power where they were only meant to be there for period of time, and that period of time is coming to an end. As well as all these heathen nations that are in power. So, one more time in the KJV, and whosoever shall exalt himself or herself, right, shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. And the hopeful elect, the 1/3 beginning with the 144,000 of the nation of Israel, are being humbled, are learning to humble themselves in the sight of the Lord. All right, so that they can be exalted, lifted up, literally into the heavens on the chariots of God. All right, and delivered as the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. And 2/3 of our people, all right, will be deleted and have to be reincarnated. It will be humbled through death. All right, the same shall know it. The same shall know it after death by pain. And then they'll be reincarnated. All right, and when they come back, they'll be totally humble, totally perfect. And all these heathen nations will be humble. All right, and again, part of that is women being in positions of power, being put in their place. And the hopeful elect men can't wait to see that day. Ecclesiastes, matter of fact. No, I'm not gonna grab all that. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, in the Apocrypha, chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right, and so again, I'm not just saying it. The scripture says it. Women are a great portion of what's wrong with the world, but very soon, everything that is wrong with the world, including women, will be made right. All right, everything will be put in its proper place. And before the kingdom of heaven comes, all right, Isaiah 4:1, that prophecy will come to pass, all right. As it says in Isaiah 13, man will be made more precious than fine gold, all right. Women will learn to respect men as we draw closer to the day of the Lord's judgment. All right, as this devil comes down with great wrath, knowing that he has but a short time. All right, as the enemy comes in as a great flood. All right, women will learn their place. Men will put them in their place. Men are willing and ready to do it now, but the system is still. The system hasn't broken, hasn't fell. You know, all hell hasn't broken loose, because these women, to the point where it needs to be for men to totally be fed up and start putting these women in their places, like you saw in that video. You know, when women can't call the police anymore, or the response is taking way longer, when everyone is when many people are starving and suffering of the famine that is coming, when it's very unsafe for men and women out on the streets, all right, because of violence, all right, because of the Lord passing judgment of America, of the system of the world, all right, falling. Women will learn to respect men, and whatever women are having a difficult time, men will gladly humble them. You're gonna have a lot of women being raped, all right. A lot of women will be in all types of ways physically humbled. You know, if a woman thinks she's gonna fight back, or fight a man, period, they will be humble. So with that, right, again, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, right? Sin altogether will be contained. Sin will no longer be a problem amongst the nation of Israel, all right. And sin amongst these heathen nations that will continue to break the law, statutes, and commandments, they will be perfectly ruled over and judged. Therefore, sin will be under control, all right? No longer a problem for the nation of Israel. Peace on earth will be able to be established. There will be no need for wars anymore, all right? And so, again, in closing, everything wrong with the world will soon be made right. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakwadash, that will honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of great millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.